All right.
Man, it's very quiet.
Yeah.
We're going to change that. We're going to change it. It's time for a little lights, camera, McCarthy. Pow!
That's
there
right.
we go. There we go. Record that.
Did you do like the hand movements?
Well, you know, it was the full package.
I liked it.
Right.
All right, speaking of liking, really, I'm loving anything Matthew McConaughey.
Me too.
What are we talking about now?
Yeah, so earlier this week we had part one of my conversation with Matthew McConaughey. So what happened was with the SAG strike happening right now, obviously the WGA strike has ended, but the SAG after strike is still going on. So actors can't promote films at this time. So I've been reaching out to a lot of publicists to talk specifically about other things they can discuss, like live concerts or books. So McConaughey had a brand new book coming out called Just Because, and I read Green Lights, which was one of my favorite books I've read in my lifetime, so I was very excited to see what his follow-up would be. And this is more of a children's-based book, but still has messages for adults that I am now going to use in my own life. Imagine reading a book basically that has a bunch of Ted Lasso quotes in it, essentially, in a way, where it just feels like very motivational. So I spoke to Matthew McConaughey earlier this week. You saw our part one, where we talked all about his love of the Commanders. If you missed that answer, you can go to fox5dc.com. He gave me like a 3.5-minute answer about his fandom. He's been a fan of the Commanders since he was 4 years old. Talked about the loss this past Sunday to the Bills. So we talked all about that. But today we're focusing more on the book. And I got to get into a really cool conversation with him about the decisions he makes as an actor to put this book out in front of you. What's the experience he wants? When you put a movie out, you know exactly what you're doing. How does it factor into a book? He tells me a great story about his mother, and also he's actually a big Post Malone fan. So we talk about music and more. Here's my one-on-one with Matthew McConaughey for his new book, Just Because. So I'm a big fan of how books feel. I'm still a physical. I have all these movies behind me. I listen to vinyl. I'm a physical media type of person, and I love the way a book feels. And I've always been curious about the design and how you decide how your book's going to look. And one thing I did notice is obviously on your cover, you obviously have the kids, and the treehouse is filled in a bit. And then when you open it up, the kids are gone. And I was just curious how you decide, like, those little details that you might find when you pick up the book. What's your decision on that?
So, you know, it's like opening credits on a movie. You know, now they bring out the studio's emblem or symbol. Well, now there's different music on that symbol. Or if you watch certain series, the look of that symbol be different in particular to that movie. All of that stuff is setting the viewer up. Settle in your seat. This is the journey we're about to go on. The opening, the covers, the treehouse, because for me, as I wrote about in Green Lights, that was my dream. That's where I learned to dream. That's one of the first places a kid goes to where they have their own space. It's theirs. They don't have to share it. Mom and dad don't have to be there. Whatever that is, whatever book they got there, whatever they write on the wall, whatever stories they tell, whatever lies they tell, it can happen in a treehouse. It stays in the treehouse. You know, everything from the size of the book. I went through 20 different book sizes, from the width to the height to the cover to the bird, who's sort of just a little symbol that kind of like finding, well, where's Waldo? You know, in places differently in the book. To the I love the feel of the paper. What's the thread count, so to speak, on the paper? You know what I mean? Like how many quills you got in your ostrich boots? You want it to be nice thread count on the paper. And then to the colors, you know, where's color used? If you look through the book, we use color. So the I will go to color because that's the symbol in the couplet that is sort of tells you the lesson where we want the viewer's eyes to go.
There's a great other quote I wanted to bring up to you, which was, just because you get the gold doesn't mean you won.
Yeah. Now that particular couplet, though, is from something we do to my mom. My mom for Christmas loves to have the most presents or the biggest presents, right? So she loves it so much, we decided we got to jack with her here. So what we always do is wrap her the most presents. And the biggest present, like she'll get this big box and she'll get all excited, like, yeah, Mom, oh, this is a doozy. This is a doozy. She'll open that box and inside there'll be another box. And she'll open that box and inside there'll be another box. And inside that there'll be another box. And inside that there'll be maybe a Tiffany's box. She's like, oh my God. She'll open it and we'll have a Q-tip. No, a Q-tip or a cotton ball. But we bust her. It's kind of like, you got the gold, but you didn't really win. You thought you got the gold when you got the biggest box, but you didn't really win.
I was just curious, in terms of music, do you write to music? Is there any music that you listen to while you're writing that helps inspire
anything at all in that regard?
No. I mean, I think musically, but it's always to my own beats. Now, where do those beats come from? Other things I may have been listening to. You know, was I listening to a lot of Bob Dylan when Just Because came to me? Yes. The ditty of just because they threw the dart don't mean that it stuck them. Just because I've got skills don't mean there is no luck. Does that feel like a Bob Dylan riff? Yes. 100%. Was I dreaming to that rhythm? Yes. It's not a Bob Dylan song. He doesn't have a riff that's just like that. But was that a lot of Highway 61 revisited, sort of that tone and genre? Probably. You know, I had a dream the other night that was original, but it might have had something to do that I've been listening to a lot of Post Malone. You know what I mean? So I don't have a particular and I do not like music or any medium when I'm writing. But I do think musically, and when I can find the right meter of my thoughts and they go to music, they seem to sort of write themselves.
All right, thank you again to Matthew McConaughey. We did a one-on-one. He gave me 15 minutes. We had a great discussion about his life. That's just part of the interview. We go into a lot of other things as well. We'll air more later on, but also bring the full version to fox5dc.com. And again, if you're a Commanders fan, you gotta listen to his answer
he's
about
hardcore
his
fan.
Passion is incredible. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you happen to ask him why someone who grew up in Texas is a Commanders fan?
He gave me the whole. Well, so it was basically. Okay, it's interesting you bring that up. I have to go back and find the answer. So one of the first times I ever spoke to him was the movie Interstellar, my favorite movie he's ever been in. Christopher Nolan's my favorite movie he ever made. He told me the story about why it was, and I think it had something to do with playing with cowboys and things. I'm trying to remember the whole thing. I will find the answer, but the answer he gave me this time about why he loves them is because he grew up as a 4-year-old kid.
No, I
and
knew
he loved
grew
them,
up
but why
loving
in
them, but
Texas?
I didn't know why he wouldn't be.
I will get that answer for you and give it to you tomorrow right here on Good Day DC. I'll go back and find the interview from Interstellar.
It's a great interview.
Just Because is available now anywhere you can get books.
Fantastic.
Thank you guys.